Hi guys, welcome to part 6 of my sketchbook tour. Also known as Frances nitpicks and critiques her work. No, there's no way to make that sound exciting. I mean, it's me just repeating the same rubbish over and over again. I could say it in a more dramatic voice. Also known as Frances critiques and nitpicks at her work. Yeah, it just sounds melodramatic. Anyway. Yeah, I've got a lot of drawings and stuff that are hidden away somewhere, so after this little series is finished, I might make some videos of like things. I might share some more doodles with you guys. I'll see what happens, because I'm sure I've gotten some pictures out, and I'm sure there's more. I have a feeling that I still have more copies of. I have more things lurking around that I just can't find. But anyway, I'll just see what happens. If I don't find anything, I don't find anything. No big deal. So, let's get started. This picture of Gumi I made into a positivity post, and I digitally coloured this as well. I really like how this came out. Looks really cute. And the same goes for this picture of Nardo, telling you to have the guts to never give up. Yeah, this, like I said, this is a positivity post as well. Yeah. I made this into a digital piece as well. And this is Sailor Mercury. I made her into a digitalized post as well. Yeah. Okay, these two pieces I'm not as proud of. Sailor Sarada and Sailor Kushina. Yeah, I made both of these into separate animations. Sarada saying something cool with like text in the background and stuff. With Kushina, there's a song called We Believe You, that's sung by Sailor Jupiter's voice actress, who also happens to be Kushina's Japanese voice actress as well. So I thought I might kind of do an animation based off that, and I didn't think the animation looked very good. And I just think her legs and stuff and her proportions just don't look very good to me. Also, if you're wondering why I decided to do Sarada as a Sailor Scout, first of all, why not? Because Sailor Scouts are cool. But second of all, Sarada's English voice actress, Jeremy Lee, also does the voice of Sailor Venus in Sailor Moon, in the newer dub. So I thought I've got to do a crossover of the two. Maybe make it slightly different, but okay. I think I was trying to draw Artemis on this page. Artemis as in Artemis from Sailor Moon, but well, you'll see what happens. Yeah, I decided to draw Luna and Artemis instead, and I think they look really good. Dear me, this picture is just... I don't like how this picture turned out, I'll be honest. It's Princess Serenity from Sailor Moon, and I just think her arms look really thick, and the proportions in her neck and shoulders and stuff in her face, I don't think they look quite right, but for a first attempt, I suppose it isn't bad, but yeah. And those are just random doodles, and a feather. And there's Sailor Venus. I think it's a crossover. This picture was supposed to be a crossover of a Sailor Venus design and a Sailor V design. That's what I was aiming for with this. It looks quite good. I wouldn't say it's one of my best though. And there's my baby girl Urza. She is just precious. I love Urza. What I was trying to do with this piece is do like a crossover of like some of it, is to do like a mixture of all of the different some of the different outfits that she wears in Fairy Tale. So as you can see, the flight armor ears and the Heaven's Wheel armor like head thing, and her normal like armor that she wears for like the newer series. So yeah. Oh goodness me. There's Usagi and Mamoru, Sailor Moon again. I didn't like how this picture turned out. Like, her eyes are just not even, nor his. I mean, I know it was the 90s art style, and it wasn't necessarily like perfect, but I mean, it's a good first attempt, I suppose. And there's my baby girl Sarada. I think I was trying to draw off an opening or an ending or something of Boruto. She looks okay. I mean, she's supposed to be a chibi-fied version of Sarada, but I don't know. It looks a bit awkward to me. And this is just a messy page. It's a flower, obviously, and an eye. And that's supposed to be me as a Sailor Scout. Yeah, it's not good. I look a bit too like Sailor Jupiter there. But then again, I do kind of have her hairstyle mostly, apart from the bangs. And these are some rubbed out drawings. I think I was trying to draw Infernape or something there, or something like that. And I think that was supposed to be Bounce Sweep, but I gave up on that. I don't know what I was trying to do there. This is young Mirror Jane from Fairy Tale, and I'm still trying to get her eyes right. Yeah. I'm trying to colour this digitally at the moment, and I'm trying to get her eyes how I want them, like, exactly, like, even, but I don't know whether that's going to happen. But I don't think she looks too bad, considering it's the first time I've tried to draw her, like, as a child. And this is going to take a lot of explaining. Anybody who's watched or knows about the Twitch Plays Pokemon video series, this is Lord Helix. Yes, it's an Omanyte, and it's Lord Helix. I don't know all the details, but Lord Helix and the Helix fossil is like a meme now. Thought I'd try and have an attempt at drawing Omanyte and see how it looked. I mean, I could have drawn Omastar because it does evolve in it apparently, but Now, some of you guys will recognise this piece. It's Reen from Blue Exorcist. I really love how this piece came out. I painted it and drew it quite a while ago, but I just love it. And I think a lot of you guys did too. I think I got some good feedback on this. But yeah. So yeah, I'm really proud of how this came out. Yeah. And this is a picture of how a year started in my canvas pad. I don't think it looks particularly good. I was going to rub out all that section because it just looked rubbish. But yeah. got a few things that I've just found in my bedroom that I'm going to show you, but first I'm going to show you the most recent sketch I've been working on that I'm planning to finish. So as you can see, this is a very big sketch pad. I'm planning to fill it with all kinds of sketches from this year, preferably bigger projects and stuff. So as you can see, for those of you who haven't read the Boruto manga, this is Naruto's newest mode. I'm not going to tell you what it does. So yeah, I think he looks very cool in this new mode. All I need to do to this is like add tails to it, maybe outline it and make it into a speed paint. I don't know. Depends on how it turns out. You'll notice that I quite often like write little things on the side of my pictures. That's just to remind myself to do stuff. And occasionally I'll write down song titles, because sometimes I'll like find out about a new song or something, because I love my music and I always enjoy finding out about new songs. I think part of that stems from how I've grown up and stuff. My mum and dad love their music, and my dad really has he has an encyclopedic knowledge about music. Well, I mean, he doesn't know everything about music, but he knows a lot. And I think I get a lot of that from a lot of the interest in music from my dad, so that's why I kind of do that. You might have noticed while I was doing this series that I've got little names of songs on things. You mightn't have noticed, but I do that quite frequently. Like if I find something out that's interesting, if I find out about a new song that interests me, so that I don't forget what it's called, because with some songs it's not obvious what they are, you know. Like Dragon Stage in Tay, like the name of that song isn't obvious, and for years I was wondering what it was called. When I finally found out, I was absolutely over the moon. So yeah, no, I think Naruto looks really cool here. It's not quite like the manga style, but like I said before, I'm trying to work out my own style. Whether that's actually happened or is going to happen is another thing in itself. So that's all I've done in this big sketchbook. And I'm going to move on to showing you some random things. I say random, they illustrate are random. Okay, I think a lot of these things are Inktober things. If I can get them out of the folder. Nah, not just Inktober. I think a lot of these things are, yeah, I think some of these are Inktober things. So that, yeah, this is, this is Miss Magius, or Miss Magius, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and this is the only time I actually tried to draw Miss Magius, or Miss Magius, and I think it looks quite good. Maybe the colouring is a bit intense. Maybe the lighting in here is making it look darker than it actually is, because it's only early morning at the moment. But yeah, I think it looks quite good. Yeah, I love this piece. Oh, my two faves. Well, two of my faves anyway. Cynthia and my baby Infernape. Oh. So yeah, this is one of my pieces I'm really proud of. It's another reunion scene, and obviously you can see Cynthia's been hurt and Infernape's been hurt, so she's just like looking after it. You can see poor Infernape's in pain. I mean, I don't tend to draw scenes very much where people are in pain. I prefer to draw happy scenes and happy reunion scenes. But yeah, I like how this piece turned out. I think that I'm not as keen on Cynthia's outfit in black and white as like a regular outfit. But I think it's kind of grown on me. But I think, like, if you've seen somebody like, I think her other outfit is like what she's more well known for wearing, and it's kind of like that kind of stuck with me, and it was, you know, so it's kind of weird to see her in anything else other than her black outfit. But I have to say it is growing on me. Yeah. You know, I might cosplay that outfit if I get more. If I start liking that outfit even more, I might cosplay as it like I did with the other one. But who knows? And here's Usopp, and here's Frankie. Now you may recognise these two from a big One Piece picture I did. I think it might have been an Inktober piece. I don't know. But I definitely did a piece of all the Straw Hats, and I forgot to draw Frankie and Usopp in it. And I was kind of a bit annoyed with myself, because they're the Straw Hats as well. I mean, I remembered Robin and Chopper and obviously Luffy, but I forgot those two, and I was so annoyed with myself. But I managed to edit these pictures into the finished picture, and it kind of made up for it, I'd like to think. Yes, so there's Umbreon. I think that might have been the first time I tried to draw Umbreon, and I don't think it looks very good. I mean, the bodily proportions look a bit weird, and this was an Inktober piece. If any of you have seen the musical Joseph and His Technicolor Dreamcoat, then you remember the song about his coat and all the colours. So, as you can see, I've got the words listed here. And it was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and fawn, chocolate and mauve, cream and crimson and silver and rose and azure and what does it say? And lemon and mustard and grey and purple and white and pink and orange and blue. Yes. You know, if there ever was, like, if you've ever seen the TV show Pointless, and there was, like, the question on name the colours, name the words in, that's the song, the Joseph's Coat song. I tell you what, blue would, like, have really high, would have, like, loads of, blue would not be a pointless answer. Maybe Azure would. Basically, Pointless is a show where you've got to try and get the most obscure answers. I generally watch it after I've had my tea on a weekday, because I don't think it's on at weekends, or they just show celebrity versions of the show at weekends. But yeah. No, Joseph is one of my favourite musicals. I mean, I love lots of musicals, but Joseph is just one I grew up with. I was even in a production a long time ago. I think I was the butler. Yes. I enjoyed being in it, and I know all the songs as well. And I do know all of that off by heart. I just kind of went round it so that you could see what the words, like, so that you guys could follow all the words and stuff. I don't know how I remember it. I have one of those weird memories where I could remember completely irrelevant things, but then I won't remember something that someone said to me like 2 minutes ago. It's weird. So, yeah, I have the whole Lion King script in my head. I can remember every single word from what they've said, but I can barely add up, and I'm clumsy and I forget things. I'm completely disorganised. But I have all the words to this in my head as well. It's just weird. My brain is just weird. And then I can spout off random music knowledge. Yeah, in terms of this picture, I don't think it's the best picture I've ever drawn. I think the colours, like the outline and then this kind of, I don't know. I think the colours kind of fall. It's supposed to be a coloured coat. I think all the colours look a bit too bright. So yeah, that's something I've got to work on. Ah yes, this is Gladion and his Noivern. I think this was following the theme of Ride for Pokemon for Inktober. You're probably thinking, when did Gladion have a Noivern? Well, this is from a scene in the anime, you see, and they all get Ride Pokemon. I mean, I haven't really watched loads of the Sun and Moon anime, but I just thought it was cool he had a Noivern, so I thought, I tried drawing Noivern before, let's try and draw it again. So yeah, and I think this looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to to see the difference between Noivern's colours here and Gladion's outfit. That's my only complaint, but other than that, it looks really good. And here's some more Inktober. There's Deku, Poor Deku, Poor Cinnamon Roll, being injured. And there's a random apple. Yeah, very random. Ah yes, this was the Straw Hat picture I was talking about earlier. So you can see Zoro and, oh god, that tore a bit, didn't realise that happened. So there's Zoro and Luffy and Sanji and Robin. Robin is one of my favourites. I mean, I love them all, but Robin, I don't know. I like Robin. I can't explain why. There's Nami and Chopper, who's just really cute. And Brook is just hilarious. And there's Jinbei. He's now a part of the Straw Hats. You'd be surprised to know. So I'll include the. I'll just show you the finished picture here with the added with the additions of Usopp and Frankie. You know, when you have mental blocks, I think that was one of those days when I was just trying to. I had a load of stuff I was wanting to do, and then I just forgot about. I mean, how can you forget about Usopp and Frankie? They're just awesome. But it's you know, you learn things from these mistakes, and you just move forward, really. Ah yes, more Inktober stuff, and a random picture of Nardo, looking adorable. There's Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa, and Rin watching Danganronpa, and Yukio being like, wow, worrying about his twin brother. So this is a bit of a spoiler. I'll just put spoiler warning on this part of the video. So this is Junko when she's trying to send herself to a death. So yeah, and this is Rin. Yeah, he's eating food Mephisto's made, and he's watching Danganronpa. So that's him reacting to it while eating Mephisto's food. Yeah, as you know, you may not know this, but Mephisto from Blue Exorcist makes really bad food, and Rin had that reaction when he first tasted it. So yeah, that's why it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be being the operative word here. Folds over, obviously. And there's some ramen. I've never tried ramen, but it's supposed to be really nice. You know, someday I've got to try some ramen. I mean, I'm a Naruto fan. For goodness sake, I've got to try some. Oh, that was very strange. And here's some more Inktober. There's my boy Nardo. Oh, he's in pain. Yeah. It was, you know, I wonder whether I was... I think this was like an injured, like, prompt that I had to follow. Yeah, I don't think the anatomy with his arm's quite right, but this God, this piece is just weird. This is supposed to be tread, and I got really stuck with this. Like some pieces I can be like, something just immediately just comes to mind. Like pieces for the Inktober prompt things. And I thought, I've got to try and draw, like, if you're treading on something, you're stepping on it. And also you've got a wheel, like a tyre tread thing. So I thought, I'll try and combine the two. And this is what happened. So yeah. And this is gold and money and stuff. I could just imagine Nami just like lying in it, because she just loves money and riches and stuff. So yeah. Let's see what we got next. It's the same thing. Francis, okay. Right, yes, this is a good piece. So, this is Ash being frozen by Glalie. So this is Ash being frozen by his Glalie. This is from the Diamond and Pearl series, and I thought I'd have a go at drawing this scene in my style. So yeah. You can see Glalie's like happy that he gets to see Ash again, and Ash is like, I'm happy to see you too, Glalie, but please don't. I'm happy with how this piece came out. Looks really good. So there's Gorgeist. I think I made this into a speed painting at some point, because I've got a digitalized version of this picture as well, and I made them into a comparison post, but I really like this piece, how it came out and everything. I like how I've got darker and light browns there, and they kind of like go into each other perfectly. So yeah. Now some of you might remember this piece. This is one of my favourite pieces. Now you remember the Naruto and Minato like circular piece I did? This is the dragon type Pokemon piece I was talking about. And I really love this piece. It's I mean, I love the dragon type. Yeah, out of all of the Pokemon types, the dragon type is probably my favourite. I mean, I just love the dragon type, but it's the first time I've ever tried to draw anything like this. Putting it in a circular Pokeball just like came at the top of my head, really. I mean, my only complaint would be Salamance's wings kind of blend a bit too much with that Pokeball, but other than that, I just love it. This was the first time I tried to draw Kingdra, and I love how Kingdra's come out. Just turn it around so you can see Kingdra properly. The challenge with this, like, drawing Pokemon, like, around the circle, so that they look so that they don't look weird. And I think it's worked really well. And it's like the symbol for like the dragon type, so I thought I'd include that there. Every time I look at this piece, I feel so proud of it. I think out of all the Pokemon, I think maybe Noivern and Gudra are probably my favourites in this piece. I have drawn Gudra before, so I kind of knew what I was doing there. So yeah. So these are a collection of random drawings I just found, that I've just found in my bedroom. Some of them are quite old, so they're not going to be great, most of them. Well, some of them. Some of them are quite old, so let's have a look. This is Ace from One Piece. I think it looks alright. I mean, his eyes aren't quite right, but what can you do? Oh god. This is from a filler episode where Naruto's trying to learn collaboration ninjutsu under Jiraiya.
and Jiraiya summoned Gamariki, and Gamariki and Naruto don't get on. There's a flashback episode in Shippuden that explains why. So yeah, I think their reaction faces are quite good here, and Jiraiya's face Jiraiya's face is good. I think the arms aren't quite right and they look disconnected from the body, but apart from that, it's quite good. Sadly, this piece of paper got ripped, so Meowth kind of got ripped there, so yeah. No, as you can see, this is Meowth, and sadly this paper got ripped, so he's got a bit of a rip in his face and his body. But never mind, it's not too bad. There are some random anime eyes, as you can see, and there's Ash. And there are some random doodles at the side. You can kind of see them, there's a little frog thing, and some scissors for some strange reason. There's Naruto, and Asha, Asha's Naruto, which is just weird. And speaking of our boy Ash, there he is in his Unova clothes, looking a bit irritated, and that picture's pretty good. And there's James from Team Rocket. I think I was trying to draw him in his black and white outfit, but that didn't happen. It's not too bad, the picture, I'll admit. And there's our boy Ash again, as Nardo, again, which looks slightly better than the other picture, I must say. And here are some other random pictures. There's our Nardo, and I think I was experimenting with watercolour pencils at this time. There's Luffy, and I think that picture of Luffy looks really good. There's Kushina looking a bit irritated. I think the arms look a bit weird there, but eh. And there's Tobirama, with bubbles around him. So yeah, Luffy's definitely the best picture on this page. So yeah, this is just a random poopery of things. This is a random selection of things. So there's my OC Renji. Not particularly good picture of him, but eh. And there's Tsunade. I've definitely drawn better pictures of Tsunade than this one. So this is Astro Boy. I've never actually watched any of Astro Boy, but I kind of thought I might try and draw his design, and that's how it turned out. I have to say, it's just, again, it's the eyes. That eye doesn't look quite right in comparison to that one. And that's a random bracelet. It's a Hello Kitty purse. I don't know why I drew that. That's Naruto with his Hokage hat on. I don't think I've drawn him with it on very much. Probably because it's easier just to draw Nardo. Just looking like that. But it's not too bad. It's just, again, it's the eyes and proportions with the face as well. Just, I think the only thing I'm pleased with that picture is the hat. So yeah. And there's an eye. And this piece you might recognise. This is like a reunion piece with this is Neji like meeting his niece and nephew. Well, technically they're not niece and nephew, but I mean Hinata always called him Neji Nisan, big brother Neji. So I suppose they kind of are, but this is like if Neji was reanimated and got to meet them all. So yeah, you can tell he's looking very surprised seeing Nardo and the kids and stuff. Nardo just being a dork. But Nardo's always a dork, that's why we all love him, eh? I have to say that thumbs up thing doesn't look quite right. Boruto's hair is a bit questionable, and Hinata doesn't look quite right there, I don't think. Like, she looks a bit awkward. Apart from that, I'm very pleased with this piece. I
think the expressions are really good. I'm relatively proud of that piece. And here are some other random fandom things. Random fandom? What rhymes? This is Tobirama comparing Naruto to Hashirama because, as you know, they have a lot in common. Obviously, spoiler alert, later on you'd find out that the reason why they do is because they're reincarnates of the Sage of the Six Paths' son, Asura, I don't know how you pronounce it, because his chakra has been passed down through the generations and stuff, and that's one of the reasons why. I think the picture looks quite good, just Tobirama's face is a bit squashed, I think. And this is Sasuke. I don't think this is a very good picture of Sasuke, but I tried. And this is like a flashback scene from Pokemon where Ash and Gary are fighting over a Pokeball. Ash has got a funny hat on because he was like fishing. So yeah, and this scene explains why Ash and Gary have the intense rivalry that they have. This is like in the Johto series. Personally, I think it looks quite good. Just Gary they look a bit derpy, but and that eye doesn't look right, but I don't think it looks too bad. And that's my boy Nardo, and I don't think I completely finished this picture. It looks good, what I've tried to do with it. There's Renji there. I think that was someone's OC that they wanted me to draw. That was back when I did requests, but I don't do them anymore. No need to worry. That was like a hat. I was going to try and draw Dawn, but the proportions ended up looking really bad, so I didn't bother. There's Nardo again. And this is Paul from Pokemon. And I really love this piece. It came out really well. I love how I've shaded this and stuff. This is Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. I used to play Animal Crossing a bit more than what I do now, but you know, I love it, but it does get a tad bit repetitive. But I do still love Animal Crossing. This is my first and probably only attempt at drawing Gecko Moria from One Piece. It definitely looks like him. But yeah. This is a unfinished picture of Barry and Ash. I think I just put the Barry part online. I didn't put the Ash one online because the Ash one didn't turn out as I wanted. Why I decided to draw it here, of all places, I don't know. Because obviously the hair was going to get cut off anyway. So yeah. This is Krona from Soul Eater. Krona's eyes just don't look quite right. Not very even. But apart from that, I think it looks alright. I think the picture looks alright. And this is Trafalgar Law. I don't know whether this was one of my first attempts drawing Law, but it's not too bad. And that's adult Avatar Aang, which I'm very pleased with. I think I just cut that bit off because I just didn't think it was necessary to draw all of them. Yeah. I don't know what that was supposed to be. That was another attempt drawing Nardo. And again, that's another request that I did. Rain from Free. So yeah, this is Misa Amane. Eyes aren't quite right, but I don't draw Death Note stuff a lot. But I think she looks alright. The shape of the face is a bit weird, but apart from that, you can tell it's Misa. This is... I must have cut off that bit there. But this is Soul Evans from Soul Eater. Yep. I was going to draw Excalibur there. Fools! So yeah. I was going to draw Nardo as well, but
that didn't happen. This is Kobe from One Piece as well. I think I might have posted him. I can't remember now. Right. This is Mikasa. Not too bad, but the face is a bit funny again. The eyes aren't quite even. This is Grimjow from Bleach. Again, proportions aren't quite there, but it's not bad. A Sage Mode eye. Don't know why I drew that. It's Charmander. From where I was looking at it, it looked like it was a shiny Charmander. I mean, it could be. I don't know. But yeah, because shiny Charmander's brighter than regular one. There's Maka from Soul Eater. Not the best picture of Maka, but not bad. Ah yes, this is Timeskip Rukia from Bleach. Not too bad. Maybe the eyes are a bit uneven, but eh. And that's Excalibur, and Excalibur again. Excalibur, Excalibur. And I think I posted that one. Yeah. I think it looks really good. And there's Kid Nardo. Yeah, I've done better pictures of Nardo. That's Pikachu. I'm starting to draw Levi there, but that didn't happen. It's another eye practice thing. Like a symbol thing from Soul Eater. I'm going to try and draw Rukia there, but that didn't happen. That's Rukia again. Eyes aren't quite right, and proportions in the face aren't quite right, but that's not too bad. I was going to draw Infernape, but it just looked awful. And then I drew this picture of stupid thing. And then I drew this picture of Levi from Attack on Titan. The face isn't quite right now that I look at it. But yeah, just holding this because otherwise it's going to fold over. Not the best paper I've used here. It's not the best paper I've ever owned. But yeah. Oh my goodness, Tashi looks terrifying there. You know, the Thompson sisters. I was going to say the Thompson twins, you know, because the Thompson twins, the band, you know. Hold me now, oh, hold my heart, doctor, doctor, do 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 do. Yeah, but no, they're not twins. I quite like how Liz and Patty turned out here. I think that was the first time I tried drawing them actually. They don't look too bad. Yes, as I said, Itachi looks horrifying here. I'll come back to the Itachi and Sasuke and Sarada ones in a minute. And this is Medusa, and I think she looks really good. I really haven't drawn Medusa very much, but I think this looks good. Yes, I did a piece, Sasuke and Sarada and Itachi piece a while ago, and this and that were supposed to be part of the same piece. I think I didn't bother using this part, but yeah, you can't really see it properly, but I think Sasuke's expression is really good there. Sarada looks a bit awkward there, but I think Itachi looks the best out of all of them. Might just be me. But yeah. I was proud of that piece back then. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Yeah, this is really funny. Yeah, I think this was a Sarada or something week. No, I think this was for a challenge. I can't remember now. But this is the Uchihas posing for a picture. Sarada's eyes are a bit close together there. I don't know. And her shoulders are a bit weird, but apart from that, it's just... I love this picture. Sasuke is just like annoyed. Surprise, surprise. Itachi is just precious in this picture. But yeah, I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but I love this picture. It's so funny.
And there's another Nardo. And a failed Nardo. And random colours. Let's see what we've got there. And this is supposed to be like art of the I've never seen the musical Wicked. I mean, I've heard it's supposed to be good, but this is like art of the poster for Wicked, and I thought it looked interesting, so I thought I might try and draw it. So yeah, and that's a random elephant, which I think looks quite cute. And there's a lampshade, and a computer at a desk, and yeah, randomness. I have to say that Brolly looks quite good. Yeah, this is a good piece that I never finished. Do you remember the Fourth Great Ninja War where Itachi and Nagato got to meet Naruto after being reanimated? And after Nagato's defeated, Itachi talks to Naruto about the war and stuff and what to do. And Itachi notices Naruto's getting a bit on his high horse, you know. Realizes he needs to realize doing stuff on his own is not the way to do things. So he has a little talk with him about that he needs to accept the help of others. I don't think he actually listened to him though, because nowadays he just like stays like nowadays he's just like when he's been Hokage he just does a load of stuff by himself that he probably shouldn't, even though people try and help him. But that's not out of like nastiness, that's more of out of stubbornness, I think. But yeah, that's Naruto being given a talk no jutsu by Itachi. I wish I'd finished this piece, but I might redraw this piece at some point. I love Guy's face there though. Kakashi looks awkward there though. So yeah. And randomize. So yeah. And a blank page. Oh, my baby Renji. Looks so sad, but happy, but sad. Oh, looks so sweet. Oh, baby. These are just random sketches. And Renji. And my baby boy Minato. And Killer Bee for some strange reason. Why? I don't know. That's Nagato, and I don't think Nagato looks very good there at all. There's Chibi Nardo. This is not good at all, this piece. I was experimenting again with watercolour pencils, and yeah, they ran into each other. I was outlining this with watercolour pencils as well, and outlining it with like fine liner pens as well, and it did not go well. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, Luffy's scar is not that thick. It's just a thin thing. Yeah. Oh goodness, this is not my best page. That's Nardo. And that's a Nardo. That's Salad with 100 healings mark. Sarada with 100 healings mark. And there's it's not supposed to be Jiraiya. I think it is. Yeah. Let's move on quickly. There's Renji. Yeah. Kakeyama, I think. There's Kakeyama again. I don't draw Kakeyama half as much as I draw Renji. But yeah. And there's Renji again to the side. Oh, I love this picture of Renji. Look at him, he's such a cinnamon roll. And then Zabuza. I like this picture of Zabuza. It's good. Yeah. And there's Haku. Oh, I love that picture. Right, and this is just random. Naruto. Oh, this is Naruto looking annoyed for some reason. That's CL Phantom Hive, which is pretty good, I think. Face is maybe a bit awkward, but eh. There's poor Shinji, and a random eye crossed out. This is Yu Kanda from D Grey Man. Looks quite good. I haven't drawn him very much. So yeah, and that's my baby boy Minato. Look at that precious face. That mouth's a bit awkward maybe, but eh.
Thank you for watching part 6 of my little series. I hope I wasn't too irritating to watch, because I know I can ramble. That was a strange noise. So yeah.